10 on your side investigation tonight into a claim made by a Portsmouth city councilman that the mayor is flirting with possible conflicts of interest.
Councilman Bill Moody charges that Mayor Kenny Wright gained unfair advantage by using his position as mayor in closed meetings while investing in neighborhoods that would benefit from his council votes. Andy Fox is here to tell us what he found. Andy?
Tom and Nicole, I found two council members who really can't stand each other. They are, for all practical purposes, political enemies. Tonight, we report on Mayor Kenny Wright, his investment properties, and their location to what could be a mega recreation complex paid for with taxpayer money.
I think minimally it's a conflict of interest.
That is a stretch.
Is it a stretch? Portsmouth City Councilman Bill Moody accuses Mayor Kenny Wright of buying houses in a neighborhood where the city's dumping millions of dollars in taxpayer money.
You can't be buying property and advocating spending millions in taxpayer money in the same neighborhood.
Portsmouth City Council, along with Mayor Wright, voted to spend $3.75 million on this land on Portsmouth Boulevard to be used as a multi-purpose recreation complex.
Never have I thought a recreation center added value to my real estate portfolio.
Well, of course it does, says 12-year local realtor Mike Narlis.
As long as it's a place for kids to go, that parents feel comfortable they can leave their kids there, it's going to add more value to that area and the sellability.
Here's what we've uncovered. On March 24, 2014, Mayor Wright first knew in closed session Portsmouth's intention to acquire the recreation complex land. Moody was in that same meeting, noting it was confidential, insider information, and unavailable to other potential investors.
So nobody else beyond council would have known about that.
That point is important because according to Virginia's Conflict of Interest Act of Prohibited Conduct, no officer of a local government shall use for his own economic benefit confidential information he has acquired by reason of his public position and which is not available to the public. When people say you're angling in closed session, trying to benefit yourself, which would be in violation of conflict of interest, you say?
Absolutely not. Yeah, there's no truth to that whatsoever.
There would be several closed meetings on purchasing that property. Look what else we found. According to real estate records obtained by 10 on your side, during that period of time of possible land acquisition, June 5th, Mayor Wright bought 18 Dewey Street, a half-mile away from the rec center site. 5 days later, on June 10th, the mayor and council approved the purchase of the 30-acre site. 2 days later, on June 12th, Wright buys this house. Less than a month later, on July 3rd, he buys all three of these homes. And on August 27th, Wright buys this house 1 mile up the street from the rec center site. All 6 homes within 1 mile of the newly purchased rec center site. And Wright admits buying the 6 homes did not happen overnight. It took time, a process.
Even the way you tried to make this connection here, which has some validity, but there's no relevance when it comes to me actually gaining or benefiting or having advantage.
Moody's not so sure about that. Mayor Wright purchased the 6 properties for $117,500. Their current city assessed value, $386,880, an increase of over $269,000. Mayor Wright, unapologetic, and says those numbers do not reflect the tens of thousands of dollars he put in to upgrade the homes.
Investing in our city, creating a place, creating a sense of pride. And as I ride through some of these communities and I see a lot of these abandoned homes, I invest in those things.
He put together a portfolio knowing what the city was in the process of doing.
Moody says at the very least, Mayor Wright should have disclosed his financial interest in the recreation complex neighborhood. Do you acknowledge that you should have at least abstained from
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, sir. Andy, those two are not related. I am also a business owner in this city as well as the mayor. I cannot put my business interests on hold and be the mayor. We're not required to do that, Andy.
Councilman Moody is calling for an investigation.
I think we need an outside set of eyes to look at it.
Do you think this needs to be looked at?
Absolutely not.
So you do not think it's a conflict?
Andy, you have to consider that source.
The source the mayor is referring to is Councilman Moody. Obviously, Moody has thoughts on this because he was in the same meetings with the mayor. But Moody is not the original source of our investigation. I asked Mayor Wright, in the 5 years that you have been mayor, have you ever abstained from a vote? He answered no. No, I have never had any conflicts of interest. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.